Morning hit different when the world ain't make sense no more. You ever wake up feeling like yesterday pulled a fast one on you? That was me, sitting at the kitchen table, staring at my coffee like it owed me answers. Tasha was still in the back room. I let her crash. Girl needed sleep, or therapy, or a time machine. Me? I needed to figure out if I'd just helped close a chapter, or opened a whole new book full of bodies. Phone buzzed again, same block number. Someone's coming. Let them in. I sighed, took a sip. Of course, I muttered. What's life without a few uninvited guests? Knock came 5 minutes later. Not loud, not soft. That in-between knock. The kind that says, I ain't here to fight unless you make me. I opened the door slow and saw him. Mid-40s, fresh fade, suit too clean for this zip code. Shoes didn't have a single scuff. But his eyes looked like he'd watched people vanish and never blinked. He held up a folder, thin, unmarked. Slim, he asked. Who's asking? Call me Langston. I could call you what I think you are. And what's that? He asked, still smiling. A government problem wearing a nice watch. He chuckled. May I come in? No. He looked past me. Tasha here? You still not invited inside, Langston. He paused, adjusted his sleeve, then handed me the folder. Just so we're clear, he said. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's chasing you. You're not a threat. Yet. I opened the folder. Photos, Sierra, Rico, the warehouse, Tasha, even me. Surveillance shots, clean ones. You tracking me? I asked. He shook his head. We were tracking Rico. You just got close. I stepped outside, closed the door behind me. Talk, I said. Langston tucked his hands in his pockets. Sierra's part of an off-book task force. Black bag stuff. Cartel networks, corrupt ports, arms movement, you name it. Rico was on a list. Yeah, I said. Now he's on a slab. Langston didn't flinch. Wasn't supposed to go that way. We needed him to talk. Guess Sierra didn't get that memo. He nodded. Or ignored it. And me? I asked. Where do I fit in this? He looked me square in the face. Your record's flexible. You've got reach, reputation, and instincts we can't teach. You walked into a federal sting without tripping a single wire. That impresses people like me. I don't like people like you, I said. Fair, he replied. Still, we may call on you when the smoke clears, when the next name pops. I handed the folder back. Don't call me. Langston smiled. I won't, unless Sierra does. He walked off, calm, like a man who just planted a seed and already knew what tree was going to grow. Back inside, Tasha was up, wrapped in a blanket. Who was that? She asked. Somebody who talks soft and carries a folder full of questions. She sat down at the table. They want something? Not yet, but they will. She stared at the table, quiet. Then, I can't go back to normal, can I? Nope, I said. Not after this. So what now? I poured her a cup of coffee, sat across from her. Now, I said. Now we wait. See who shows up next. She looked at me. And if nobody does, I leaned back. Then we go looking.